Hey, what's up, guys? This is Bruno from the Purple Goose, and today we're going to take a look at the overall best games of 2023. This year has been amazing for gaming, with so many titles that blew us away with their graphics, gameplay, story, and innovation. Whether you're into action, adventure, racing, fighting, or anything in between, there's something for everyone in this list. So, buckle up, and let's get started. First up, we have Hi-Fi Rush, a rhythm action game that lets you control Chai, a rebel who fights against a corrupt corporation that controls the music industry. This game lets you move, attack, and parry to the beat of the music, using a variety of moves and combos. The game features a single-player campaign that takes you through different levels, each with a unique musical style and a boss battle. You can also upgrade your skills and abilities, and unlock bonus features and modes. If you're looking for a game that combines music, action, and style, Hi-Fi Rush is the one for you. Next, we have Sonic Superstars, the latest installment in the iconic franchise that celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. This game is a tribute to the history and legacy of Sonic the Hedgehog, featuring 4 playable characters from across the series, each with their own abilities and playstyles. You can explore classic and new stages, collect rings and Chaos Emeralds, and battle against Dr. Eggman and his minions. The game also has a multiplayer mode that lets you race, fight, and cooperate with other players online. Sonic Superstars is a must-have for any fan of the Blue Blur. Moving on, we have Company of Heroes 3, the third entry in the acclaimed real-time strategy series that takes you to the Mediterranean theater of World War II. This game lets you command the Allied forces as they fight against the Axis powers in Italy, North Africa, and Greece. You can use authentic units, weapons, and tactics, as well as a dynamic campaign map that changes based on your decisions and actions. The game also features a robust multiplayer mode that lets you compete or cooperate with other players in various modes and scenarios. Company of Heroes 3 is a game that will test your strategic skills and immerse you in the epic conflict of World War II. Next up, we have Pikmin 4, the long-awaited sequel to the charming and colorful series that mixes exploration, puzzle solving, and strategy. This game follows the adventures of Captain Olimar and his crew as they crash land on a mysterious planet and encounter the friendly and helpful Pikmin. You can use the different types of Pikmin, each with their own abilities and characteristics, to overcome obstacles, collect treasures, and fight enemies. The game also has a co-op mode that lets you play with a friend, and a versus mode that lets you compete with other players online. Pikmin 4 is a game that will make you smile and wonder at the beauty and diversity of nature. Moving on, we have Dave the Diver, a game that lets you explore the depths of the ocean and discover its secrets. This game is a relaxing and atmospheric experience that lets you control Dave, a scuba diver who loves to dive and document his findings. You can swim through coral reefs, shipwrecks, caves, and more, and encounter various marine life, from fish and turtles to sharks and whales. You can also collect items, take photos, and upgrade your equipment. Dave the Diver is a game that will make you feel like you're actually diving and experiencing the wonders of the underwater world. Next, we have EA Sports FC 24, the latest edition of the popular soccer simulation game that lets you play as your favorite teams and players. This game features improved graphics, gameplay, and physics, as well as new modes and features. You can play in various leagues and tournaments, from the Premier League to the Champions League. You can also create your own custom player and team and compete with other players online. EA Sports FC 24 is a game that will make you feel like you are part of the beautiful game. Moving on, we have Mortal Kombat 1, a reboot of the legendary fighting game that started it all. This game is a faithful remake of the original Mortal Kombat, with updated graphics, sound, and gameplay. You can play as the classic characters such as Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, and Liu Kang, and perform their signature moves and fatalities. The game also has a story mode that retells the events of the first tournament, as well as a multiplayer mode that lets you challenge other players online. Mortal Kombat 1 is a game that will make you feel nostalgic and excited at the same time. Next up, we have Forza Motorsport, the 8th installment in the acclaimed racing simulation series that lets you drive the most realistic and detailed cars ever. This game features over 500 cars, from classic to modern to exotic, and over 20 tracks, from famous circuits and locations around the world. You can customize your car and tune it to your liking, and race against the AI or other players online. The game also has a career mode that lets you progress through various disciplines and events, and a photo mode that lets you capture and share your best moments. Forza Motorsport is a game that will make you feel like you're behind the wheel of your dream car. Moving on, we have Street Fighter VI, the sixth entry in the iconic fighting game series that pits the world's greatest warriors against each other. This game features a roster of over 18 characters, from returning favorites and newcomers to guest stars and secret fighters. You can use their unique moves and abilities, as well as a new system that lets you customize your fighter's style and power. The game also has a story mode that follows the events of Street Fighter V, as well as a multiplayer mode that lets you compete with other players online. Street Fighter VI is a game that will make you feel like you are part of the ultimate fighting tournament. Next, we have F1 23, the official game of the 2023 Formula One World Championship that lets you experience the thrill and challenge of the highest level of motorsport. This game features all the teams, drivers, and circuits of the 2023 season, as well as new modes and features. You can play in the career mode that lets you create your own driver and team, and progress through the ranks of F1. You can also play in the My Team mode that lets you manage your own F1 team and make decisions that affect your performance and reputation. F1 23 is a game that will make you feel like you are part of the elite of racing. Moving on, we have Remnant 2, the sequel to the critically acclaimed action RPG that takes you to a post-apocalyptic world overrun by monstrous creatures. This game lets you create your own character and customize your weapons and gear, and explore a vast and varied world, from ruined cities and forests to deserts and swamps. You can fight against hordes of enemies and bosses, using guns, melee weapons, and special abilities. The game also has a co-op mode that lets you play with up to 3 friends, and a PvP mode that lets you battle against other players online. Remnant 2 is a game that will make you feel like you're surviving and thriving in a harsh and hostile world. Next up, we have Star Wars Jedi: Survivor, a game that lets you play as Cal, a Jedi who survived the infamous Order 66 and is now hunted by the Empire. This game is a stealth action adventure that lets you use your lightsaber and force powers, as well as gadgets and disguises, to evade and fight against stormtroopers, inquisitors, bounty hunters, and more. You can explore various planets and locations from the Star Wars universe, and encounter familiar and new characters and factions. Star Wars Jedi: Survivor is a game that will make you feel like you're living in a galaxy far, far away. Moving on, we have Final Fantasy XVI, the 16th installment in the legendary RPG series that takes you to a dark and gritty fantasy world. This game follows the story of Clive, a young knight who is cursed with the power of the Icon, a powerful and dangerous creature that can manifest from his body. You can control Clive and his companions, and use their skills and abilities, as well as a new combat system that combines real-time and turn-based elements. The game also features a rich and immersive world, with stunning graphics, music, and voice acting. Final Fantasy XVI is a game that will make you feel like you are part of an epic and emotional adventure. Moving on, we have Lies of P, a thrilling Souls-like that takes the story of Pinocchio, turns it on its head, and sets it against the darkly elegant backdrop of the Belle Epoque era. This game lets you play as Pinocchio, a puppet who can lie and manipulate his enemies and the world around him. You can use various weapons and gadgets, as well as your mechanical arm that can transform into different tools. The game features a lying system that lets you make choices that affect the story and the gameplay, leading to multiple endings. The game also has a stunning and immersive world, with detailed graphics, sound, and voice acting. Lies of P is a game that will make you question your own humanity and morality. Moving on, we have Resident Evil 4 Remake, a ground-up remake of the Capcom classic that revolutionized the survival horror genre. This game lets you play as Leon S. Kennedy, a special government agent who is sent to rescue the president's daughter from a dangerous cult in a remote European village. You can use various weapons and items, as well as a new over-the-shoulder camera and aiming system, to fight against hordes of infected villagers, mutated creatures, and other threats. The game also features a reimagined storyline, with new characters, locations, and events, as well as modernized graphics, sound, and voice acting. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a game that will make you relive the horror and excitement of a masterpiece. Next, we have Starfield, the first new universe in over 25 years from Bethesda Game Studios, the award-winning creators of The Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and Fallout 4. This game is a next-generation role-playing game that marks a return to the studio's deep RPG roots of meaningful customization, dialogue, and choice. You can create your own character and explore a vast and dangerous galaxy, where you can discover new planets, civilizations, and mysteries. You can also join the Constellation, an organization that is on the hunt for rare artifacts and secrets of the cosmos. Starfield is a game that will make you feel like you are part of an epic and immersive adventure. Next, we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, a new 2D side-scrolling adventure full of wonder and surprises. This game lets you join Mario and his friends as they explore the Flower Kingdom, a land where every course contains a wonder flower that can change the world in unexpected ways. You can use the wonder flower's power to transform the environment, create new paths, and discover hidden secrets. The game also has a multiplayer mode that lets you play with up to 4 friends online. Wonder is a game that will make you feel like you're experiencing a new Mario adventure every time. Next, we have Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the third entry in the critically acclaimed series that lets you play as 2 Spider-Men, Peter Parker, and Miles Morales. This game is a thrilling action-adventure that pits you against the monstrous Venom and the dangerous new symbiote threat, as well as other villains and challenges. You can use your web-slinging, wall-crawling, and combat skills, as well as new gadgets and suits, to fight and explore in an expanded Marvel's New York. The game also features a compelling story that follows the personal lives and relationships of the Spider-Men, as well as their duty to protect the city and each other. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a game that will make you feel like you are part of the ultimate Spider-Man experience. Next, we have The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, the sequel to the Nintendo Switch launch title, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This game is a stunning open-world action-adventure that lets you explore Hyrule and the sky above it, where you can find floating islands and secrets. You can control Link as he searches for Princess Zelda and tries to stop the Demon King from destroying the world. You can use various weapons, items, and abilities, as well as new Zonai devices that can alter the environment and create new possibilities. The game also features a dynamic storyline that changes based on your choices and actions, leading to multiple endings. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is a game that will make you feel like you are part of a breathtaking and immersive adventure. The next game on the list is Baldur's Gate 3. This game is a sequel to the classic Baldur's Gate series that was released in the late 1990s and early 2000s. You play as a character that you create and customize and embark on an epic adventure in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. You can recruit and interact with companions, each with their own stories and secrets. The game combines turn-based combat, exploration, and dialogue in a rich and immersive environment. You can use different skills, spells, and items to fight or avoid enemies, and make choices that will shape the fate of yourself in the world. The game also supports co-op multiplayer, where you can team up with up to 3 other players online or split screen. Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that has been praised by critics and fans alike, and has been nominated for 8 awards at the Game Awards 2023, including Game of the Year. So, if you are a fan of role-playing and fantasy games, you should definitely check out Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out this month on Xbox Series X. Finally, we have Alan Wake 2, the sequel to the critically acclaimed series that lets you play as 2 characters, Alan Wake and Saga Anderson, in 2 separate realities. This game is a psychological horror that blends action, adventure, and mystery. You can control Alan, a best-selling horror novelist who has been trapped in a dark dimension for 13 years, as he tries to escape by writing a horror story involving Saga, an FBI agent who is investigating a series of ritualistic murders in a small town. You can also control Saga, as she unravels the mystery behind the murders and the connection to Alan's story. The game features a dynamic storyline that changes based on your choices and actions, leading to multiple endings. Alan Wake 2 is a game that will make you question your own sanity and reality. And that's it for our list of the overall best games of 2023. We hope you enjoyed this video and found some games that interest you. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more gaming content. And don't forget to check out our previous video on our top 20 indie games of 2023 in case you missed it. You might find some hidden gems that you'll love. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Happy holidays.